Hello, my name is Andrea Pane. I'm a full professor of architectural conservation at the University of Naples Federico II, and I am the coordinator of the Master of Science, Architecture and Heritage. The Master of Science in Architecture and Heritage is a 2-year course and it is held in English. The course aims to educate students in becoming architects with specific skills in the field of built heritage, including design, conservation, maintenance, enhancement, and management of architectural, urban, and landscape heritage. The Archer course offers a high integration between design, humanities, and technical scientific disciplines, which are essential to train a flexible architect able to move among the complex challenges imposed by architectural heritage today. The Archer course is based in Naples, in Campania region. That is a territory that has always been an essential training place for architects. And so it has a stratified and complex cultural heritage that is also used as a topic for all the courses and for the practical activities. The Archer course is based in the University of Naples Federico II, which was instituted in 1224 and it has now 800 years of history. It is one of the oldest universities in the world. Moreover, the Historic Center of Naples has been recognized by UNESCO in 1995 as an heritage site, and it is used by many courses for a topic to study. The School of Architecture in particular was founded in 1928. It has now almost 100 years of history, and it has been also the venue of a lot of important acts for conservation and restoration. For example, from here started the debate about the Venice Charter that was approved 60 years ago in 1964, thanks to Roberto Pane, who was one of the writers of this important international document on conservation. Our two main venues for classes and for research activities are two important complexes. The one is Palazzo Gravina, is a residential building of the 16th century. The second is the complex of Spirito Santo, that was a religious complex converted in university venue. So this means that we study and we work in a historical context for all day and for all the activities. We are surrounded by history. The didactic path of Archer is based on interdisciplinary design studio, and they are focused on local territory and apply to different scales of built heritage like architecture, historical city plan, archaeological park, landscape. These international design studios aim to help students understand the complexity of the architectural design for heritage and to allow them to develop skills in different disciplines. The result is an architect capable of interacting with different skills and knowledge. The course is organized in 2 years with 4 semesters. In the first one, we study the architectural scale. We have 2 main courses, an integrated course of knowledge, of critical knowledge of architectural heritage and a design studio for architectural heritage. In the second semester, we switch to archaeological level and we have also room for elective activities. In the second year, we enlarge the scale and we switch to urban scale with Design Studio for Urban Heritage with an integrated course of heritage management at urban level. And in the second semester, we deal with the landscape and topic of landscape. And then, of course, the elective activities, the apprenticeship, and the thesis and final exam. The application rules for the course are different between Italian and UE student and non-UE student. In the first case, that is the Italian and UE students, they can apply from September of each academic year until December. In the case of non-UE student, the application must be sent before summer of each academic year. And it is needed also to send all the documents, bachelor degree and other documents that are clearly specified in the internet site of the course. And they will be assessed by a board and also interviewed by the professor. These are the registration requirements for Italian citizen and European and non-UE citizens with the detailed documents that are needed for application. The architect training in the Master of Science has expertise in all fields of design, from interior spaces to buildings to the city to the territory, with specific skills in cultural heritage. He is therefore particularly qualified to work in the fields of design, conservation, maintenance and management of architectural, urban and territorial heritage. The Master of Science allows its graduates to work as architects in all countries of the European Union, where cultural heritage is a very important field of employment. At the same time, the Master of Science clears the way to several third-level training courses in the field of cultural heritage, many of which are also based in the same University of Naples, Federico II. As the School of Specialization in Architectural Heritage and Landscape, the 5 master's programs are INT, MARIS, Neapoli, Reparc, Rescape, and the PhD program. Here we see some examples of the activities that we do on site, for example, surveys that are very important for starting with knowledge of the architectural heritage, visit to laboratory and testing the materials, visit to exhibition and to historical places, not only in Naples, and in particular discussion and general meetings on the projects, on the design proposals, on the workshops. So you can see that all the activities are very, very collective. Even the exams are intended as a discussion between professors and students, in which we assess the quality of the solutions proposed by the students, of the designs produced by the students. And so it is a collective moment, even the exam phase. Even if we use a lot of computer-based technology, during the exams we still use models and printed drawings to expose and to discuss on the projects. All the teaching activities are supported by lectures and workshops held by professors coming from different universities, even outside of Italy, that support the knowledge and the discussion on the projects and on the topics of each course. The next slides show the results of the study work made by the students in the first semester of the course that is devoted to architectural heritage. The topic is the complex of Santa Chiara that has been studied in its historical evolution, in its materiality, in the previous works of conservation that has undergone, in the structural problems that it has, and finally the result arrived to a very thorough survey of the physical state of the building, of the structural problems of the trusses, and on the vertical connections issues. The final outcome is a model that shows all the complexity of the building and all this part, and that is intended as the main base for the following solution for the enhancing and conservation, that are represented here, for example, for the wooden trusses and other parts of the buildings. In the second semester of the course, we study the archaeological heritage. In this case, we still have Santa Chiara complex that has also an archaeological part. They were Roman baths that have been studied by the students with a general survey, with a specific survey of the historical techniques used for building this very, very old structure. And of course, also detecting all the decay phenomena, arriving at a proposal of a new path of visiting with also some new roofs for protecting the structures. This is one of the solutions made by the students. And then we have another proposal made in a following academic year. In this case, we have studied the underground level, which was used for the functioning of the Roman bath. Also, in this case, the decay phenomena were detected. Even the historical, the historic techniques, the building techniques, and this is designed for the new walkways for the visitors and for a new roof that has been also calculated for the structural behavior, for the structural loads. And finally, this is the result. all the information about the application rules, the deadlines, the activities, the events that we organize is in the internet site and in the social media profiles that you can access to stay updated and to stay in touch with our activities. And now let's listen to the students and to their experiences that they made during these years of the course.
My name is Leinsa. I came from Ethiopia. I'm a first year, second semester student of ARCR. Um, ARCR is, for me, the best course because I have made many friends in this class, and the class is also very practical, and usually it's more group work, so it makes you have more interactions with other students, which also makes you like have international friends, and it's great. I love it here. Um, Aside from the activities, we also had class trips to any place like Bologna and Rome, which were really nice because it's also practical and we see the buildings and the architecture that we learned about in class. So it's not just theory and it's not just reading, but practical. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Federico Piemonte. I'm a student from France. I study here in Naples at the Architecture and Heritage master degree. Initially, after my 3 years studies in France, I really wanted to do my part for a sustainable future. And in architecture, I think reusing and rehabilitating old buildings or abandoned buildings is part of it. And this master's degree really suited all my desires, and it was also an opportunity to really understand how to take care of old buildings, the approach and the method to better improve them and give them back to society. In particular, I really appreciated the third semester with the approach of urban rehabilitation, in which there's a broader way of seeing the building as also part of a complex such as a city, and it was very, very open. It was really galvanizing, as again it helps you to have new approaches. In particular, also I had the chance to meet a lot of people from various backgrounds that really give a sort of international atmosphere inside the classrooms and help also to enrich our own culture. And this international background also helps you to, in the future, have opportunities outside of Italy. Me in particular, I'm happy that this summer I will go to Brazil, in Salvador da Bahia, to work on my thesis with Professor Nivaldo of the UFBA of Salvador and Professor Pane of UNINA Federico II.
My name is Hura. I'm from Iran. I'm a first year student of ARCAR. ARCAR giving me other vision from side of architecture, but for conservation, for different type of architecture, like enjoying maybe old buildings, and aside of everything, it's really great to study heritage in Naples, which is one of the best city maybe for me to study. For conservation, for old building, because you're also studying and you're living at the same time in the field that you really enjoy. So for me was the one of my best experience in my life, which is side of everything. You can meet different people from different kind of part of the world that help you to know the world, know the everything for architecture from every part of the world, from different people, different culture. For me, it was great.
Hi, I'm Chiara. I'm Emira.
And we are students from Naples, and we are now finishing our Master of Science in Architecture and Heritage. So our experience as students in this Master of Science has been amazing because we had the opportunity to study cultural heritage to improve our knowledge in the treatment of this cultural heritage. And we had also the opportunity to study with other students coming from all over the world. So our academic path was really enriched by this experience.
We already concluded our exams, and now we are going to graduate. After that, we spend a period in Paris to study the urban conservation of the medieval wall of Paris. And we study at the École Nationale Supérieure d'Architecture de Paris Belleville. And now we are going back in Naples to finish our thesis here.
We were in Paris, we not only spent time in researching things about our thesis, but also we can say that Archer is a great opportunity to create a big network of students coming both from Italy and both from other countries in Europe and not only, because there we had the opportunity to meet people from all over the world, so international students like us.
Ciao! Hi, my name is Farah. I'm a Tunisian international student in the design for the built environment, and I study here in Palazzo Gravina. I've been here, this is my second year, and basically I'm an interior designer, and soon I will be an exhibit designer. So the course is an international one, so we got the opportunity to interact with people from all over the world. I also had the opportunity to practice my Italian. You can also study the language at the CLA, which is the Centro Linguistico di Ateneo, where you can improve your Italian. And also you can get a certification. We got also the opportunity to do a lot of things, to participate in workshops, either inside, either outside the university, and we also had the opportunity to visit some factories where we understood more how things work. So, studying at the Design for the Built Environment allowed me to not only study something that I really like, but also to be active at the university as student representative and also a member of the Commissione Paritetica. And not only that, I got also the opportunity to practice a lot my Italian, perciò oggi vi posso parlare pure in italiano. Vi presento anche i miei amici.
Ciao! Hi, I'm Sakshi and I'm from India. I'm 26 years old and this is my second year in BBA. And it's a very different experience, coming from a very different background of education back in India. Here, it's so much more like lighter and like less stressful, is what I say. And honestly speaking, it's fun in one word. It's amazing. Like it just feels like everything is like smooth going. And since, as I told you, like I'm in my second year, I honestly don't know how the 2 years actually went by. Okay, but it's very interactive and then. I mean, trust me, I chose Napoli because of the beach and the amazing food. Like, hi again. Yes, so this is the first floor of our building, and as you can see, as we're going to walk. So there's like we focus a lot of like graphics and stuff, so you can see there are like a lot of these isometric maps all over. So it somewhere helps you like study the city of Naples like a lot more. Okay, and then now if you actually see the architecture, it's a very different and a traditional kind of architecture. So you actually feel and you can have the experience of it all. And this area is where you actually do a lot of group studies, and we have like open group area here. That particular room that is like a little behind you, this one is particularly your study group area. Hey, hi. Hi guys.
I'm Gayatri and I'm from India. I'll take you through the second floor of my building. So my experiences in DBA and in Naples has been great so far. When I came here, I didn't come up with an expectation that this is how it's going to be. Yes, I sure did have an expectation. My Italian life, the culture, how it's going to be different from the Indian life and lifestyle that I've always had. It's different and it's very exciting, and I'm really, really happy that I made my choice to come to DBA and to Naples. And about my experience studying architecture here has been very much, how do I say this? It's very enlightening because the way I've been taught in the bachelor's and the way I'm being taught here, they are like two different styles. The way here I get much more hands-on experience with the studies, the subject, and the professors. They're very nice, they're very helpful, and they're very coordinating also. And not to forget the different cultural people that I meet across, the different types of people that I come across, the experience is amazing. As I was saying, because I get to interact with a lot of people, and this is where we mostly end up interacting because this is where we kind of have a leisure. This is the place we get our snacks and our coffee. I would like some water right now. I'm so thirsty.
Il Design for the Built Environment Master of Science è un corso di laurea biennale. Il primo anno è comune a tutti gli studenti ed è organizzato attorno a un nucleo formativo di base volto a favorire un approccio progettuale collaborativo e multidisciplinare che fonde molteplici saperi culturali, tecnico-scientifici, storico-critici, considerando anche gli impatti sociali ed etici. Il secondo anno offre 2 diversi percorsi, ognuno dei quali è incentrato su una formazione specialistica, digital design ed exhibit design. Ogni curriculum mira a delineare profili professionali specifici, il primo nel campo dell'interior e dell'exhibit design per spazi temporanei, l'altro nel campo del design per l'ambiente digitale.
Per procedere con l'immatricolazione al corso di laurea magistrale è necessario effettuare un'application. Le procedure di application differiscono a seconda della provenienza dello studente, quindi sono diverse a seconda che sia italiano, europeo o extra-EU. La procedura di immatricolazione mira a verificare le conoscenze pregresse dello studente e il suo livello di inglese. Essendo un corso internazionale, infatti, il DBE è interamente erogato in lingua inglese. Il DBE mira a formare un corso eterogeneo in cui è possibile avere un mix di culture provenienti da diversi paesi. Infatti la classe comprende studenti non solo italiani ed europei, ma anche provenienti da paesi extra-EU. È possibile notare che dal 2016 al 2024 sono 143 gli studenti stranieri che si sono iscritti da 23 paesi diversi. All'interno del programma del DBE è prevista la possibilità di svolgere un periodo all'estero partecipando al programma Erasmus+. Ogni anno, infatti, vengono attivati nuovi scambi con università europee che permettono allo studente interessato di poter svolgere un periodo da 6 a 12 mesi all'estero, con possibilità di svolgere anche il periodo di tirocinio o di tesi nell'università ospitante. La procedura di application per partecipare al programma Erasmus+ avviene interamente online attraverso il sito Mobility Unina. Infatti, attraverso il portale è possibile accedere con le proprie credenziali Unina, selezionare le proprie preferenze e confermare la propria application. Durante il secondo anno della laurea magistrale DBE è previsto un tirocinio della durata di 100 ore corrispondenti a 4 CFU. Il tirocinio è sia formativo, in quanto va ad approfondire le conoscenze acquisite durante gli studi, sia di orientamento, perché dà l'opportunità di una conoscenza diretta della realtà professionale. Infatti quest'ultimo può essere svolto intramoenia o extramoenia. Intramoenia nel momento in cui viene svolto all'interno dell'Università Federico II, come ad esempio nell'ambito di progetti di ricerca in atto, extramoenia quando viene svolto tramite istituzioni esterne che abbiano firmato un accordo con la Federico II. All'interno del corso di studi è previsto un numero di crediti pari a 4 CFU che vengono denominati crediti liberi. Questi possono essere collezionati attraverso numerose attività, ovvero attraverso corsi a crediti liberi erogati sia in inglese che in italiano e attraverso numerosi workshop summer school che ogni anno vengono proposti agli studenti. Un esempio è la Summer School Design for Social Innovation in Rural Areas che si è svolta nello scorso ottobre e che verrà svolta nei prossimi 2 anni.